Leadership Dogs is a program that I do based on conflict styles and leadership styles. And what I've done with this program is taken the 5 main conflict styles that people use when they deal with conflict and attach them to 5 different distinct dog breeds to make it easier for people to remember and to relate to who it is that they are and how they show up. In the video, we are only highlighting 2 of the dog breeds for the sake of brevity. This video is from the APCA, Association for the Promotion of Campus Activities, presents a leadership conference every year, and I was the keynote speaker for their fall conference. The students that are in attendance are all leadership students from colleges across the country.
Who let the dogs out?
As leaders, one of the things that we're challenged with is getting our message across. And in doing that in a way that people can understand it, right? But one of the ways you get to be a better leader is by knowing how you show up most of the time. And that's what today is all about, to help you figure out how you show up as a leader most of the time and what styles you can incorporate into your life to become an even better leader. How many people in here love dogs? How many people in here have ever seen a dog? Awesome. How we work as leaders can sometimes be real similar to how different dogs show up, and I'm going to explain that to you through the 5 major conflict styles that there are. Competition, accommodation, compromise, avoidance, and collaboration. And to help you kind of figure out what style you might fall into, we're going to talk about the different breeds and the different conflict styles. This is one of my favorites, is a black lab, because that's what Jake is. Black labs are very adaptable. They are very much people pleasers. They are very much let's do whatever we can and let's have some fun. And the style that goes with the lab is a compromising style. That's where if I give a little and you give a little and we both meet in the middle, then we'll both be happy. Because that's what kind of black labs do. They're all about making you happy. It makes them happy to make you happy, and vice versa. You know, they know they can feed off of your happiness. And so with the compromising style, you give a little bit and you expect the other person to give a little bit too. What can happen when all we do is compromise, though, is we end up always being the compromisers, and we never really feel like we've come out maybe on top once in a while, or come out feeling as successful as we want to be. Border Collies are said to have been the most intelligent dogs in the world. I don't know if that's true or not, but what I do know is that they are highly intelligent. They are very energetic. You can teach a Border Collie to do just about anything, and they are all about learning and making things happen. The conflict style that goes with the Border Collie is the collaborative style. That's where you want to work with somebody else. You are willing to work with them to make things happen. It's not about you, it's not about them, it's about everybody working together in order to solve the problem. So what do all of these styles necessarily have to do with you as a leader? Well, what they have to do with you as a leader is if you can know which one of these, if you can know if you're a Chihuahua most of the time, or if you are a Bulldog most of the time as a leader, you know how you show up. And just kind of by having an idea about which leadership style that you are, you're going to show up as a better leader. You're going to show up as a more powerful, more effective leader because you know yourself and you know that you can adapt, because sometimes it's appropriate to be a Chihuahua. Sometimes it's appropriate for you to just kind of sit back and let things happen. And sometimes you got to get in there and be a Bulldog and fight for what it is that you believe in, and fight for what it is that you know is right for your group or for your activity.
In part of the program of Leadership Dogs, I have the students do a self-assessment so that they can see for themselves which conflict style, which leadership dog they show up as, and they have an opportunity to discuss it with people either of the same breed or of other breeds so that they learn how to work together.
Who would be willing to come on up here and be a brave soul and share with us? I'd love to have one volunteer from each of the 5 leadership styles just to come on up and share with us what makes you the type of leader that is that style. Are there any Chihuahuas out here? What's your style? You're a Chihuahua. Come on up, Chihuahua, give him a hand. Any black labs? You're a black lab, come on up. What are you? Border Collie, come on up. I got a Border Collie, I got a Chihuahua, I got a Black Lab, I need a Bulldog, and I need a St. Bernard. You want to be the mutt? Come on up. Come on up. Are you a St. Bernard? Come on up. Come on up. And what I'm going to ask you to do is say your name, what breed you are, and what makes you that particular breed.
My name is Kenton Jolly. I'm from Brookhaven College in Farmers Branch. I think I'm a St. Bernard, just because I am soft-hearted and I do go out of my way for people, and sometimes they like to walk all over me. But oh well, that's the
Okay. So sometimes you are soft-hearted, and people do kind of have a tendency to and that's one of the things that happens with some of us who are St. Bernards, is that people might take advantage of that. So maybe something that Kenton might want to do to add to his leadership style is to maybe pick something from another dog breed that's going to make you a more strong leader than what you already are.
My name is Winfred Rember. I'm from Gateway Community College in Dayton, Connecticut. Go Lions. I'm a Chihuahua.
What makes you a Chihuahua?
I don't really like dealing with conflict. I don't like to argue. I walk out the room if necessary. Kind of close draw, keep to myself at the table.
Okay.
I like long walks in the park.
Okay, that's another program.
Hi, my name is Dan, and I'm from Georgia Brewer. Sorry about that. It's just a long word. Okay. So I'm from Georgia, and I'm a bulldog. I do like to compete, and I like to go for the best, and let's see, I'm always trying to be like president of things, and I'm looking to going to Harvard and all this stuff, so I don't know why I was born this way. I even got a bulldog dog chain on it. Okay, it's in me, so.
It's in you. It's there. Let's give our leadership students a big hand. Our new breed of leaders. I loved that some of you all thought up the idea that maybe you're a mutt, that you are a little bit of everything. Because that's what makes us as leaders more effective and more powerful, is if we can take a little bit from each one of these breeds. If we can take a little bit from each one of these styles and incorporate them into us as leaders, that's when we become more effective. That's when we become more powerful, and that's when you step in to that amazing role as a leader that you are already into. It just expands that power and expands your abilities that you already have.